All right, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about this absolute banger trade that I took today on NQ. We took two trades today, one break even and one W for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. We are up on the week. We are crushing in the Discord. And I wanted to go over why I took this trade and why I was actually bullish to start the day and then ended up changing my bias over to bearish. And then, yeah, what ended up happening for the rest of the day. Now, before we get into that, as usual, I wanted to go over the prop firm accounts that we currently have available for discount, but I wanted to highlight one firm specifically, and that's FundedNext. You can see here in the middle. FundedNext is a firm that I recently partnered with, and I just made a video on them as well with one of my boys, Thaddeus. I made a video interviewing him. He had gotten a payout with them. He's also in Motion Network. But anyway, I wanted to go over some of their accounts here quickly and just explain their firm and obviously share with you guys some of the cool stuff about them. But anyway, they have these flex accounts, which are their newest accounts right now, or the newest addition to their allocation or their portfolio of accounts that they have. Or newest adjustment, I guess you could say, because the daily rapid accounts are actually the newest accounts. But the flex accounts are special because you can see right here, 95% profit split, which means that is currently in the market right now the highest possible profit split that you can get. Literally the highest possible profit split and the lowest possible profit target for a 50K account. Now you can see here, profit target is $1,500. $2,500, right? So the profit target on this account is $2,500, and on the payout side, you get a 95% split. So it's a really great account, and then the cool thing about FundedNext as well is that you can also bundle accounts, so you can actually get 5, right? And you can save as well on every one of their accounts, right? So literally a full stack of Flex 150Ks is, damn bro, it's low-key cheap. It's literally half off this. So if you go here and you use my code BOTHA, it's pretty cheap. It's basically $1,200 for, what is that? 150, 300, 600, $750,000 worth of funding. So you're literally paying $1,200 for a max loss limit of $4,000 across 5 accounts. So you're paying $1,200 to get $20,000 worth of active funding. And on top of that, you also get, you'll also get to 95% of your profit split. So the maximum profit on these accounts is obviously if you have 5 of them, you can get $4,000 max withdrawal, 95% times 5, and you already know what the answer to that is. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So anyway, I wanted to get this out of the way here quickly. The rapid daily accounts are my favorite accounts personally, just because you can get payouts in a singular day, or you can get them in 3 days for the 40% consistency, which is pretty awesome because it's easy to just pass an account same week and then flip it. But like I said, code BOTHA will save you 50% off all of these accounts right now. 47% is their normal discount, but 50% off is what you'll save with my code. So if you guys send me a DM on Instagram of proof of you using my code and using it with FundedNext, then you will win an account with them. So now that we got that over with, we can get into the market recap for today. So let's go over today. I'll put this small in the corner here. Let's go over my trade that I took today. Now, I took 2 trades, like I said, but the first trade was based on, here, I'm just going to go to replay mode so that it doesn't get cooked. Let's go here, start new, bang. It's going to turn the executions off, obviously, because it's replay mode. But regardless, go to replay mode, and we can see coming to the day, I was actually a lot more bullish, right? We were inside of a 15-minute gap currently on ES at the time. And on NQ, we were about to, reverse out of this 15-minute gap that we were currently in as well. So I was personally looking to be a little bit more bullish. We also had a higher time from SMT with this low here, and we had an internal SMT right here. So I took a 15-second inversion long on this trade, as you guys can see right here. Where it ended up closing right there. So I took this 15-second, guys. I saw a lot of people take this long, actually. This was a really good setup, and people got break even on it. So I ended up going break even at a 1-to-1, as I always do. Break even at a 1-to-1 after this 15-second closure, past this 15-second inversion. I know I get a lot of clown, I get clowned a lot on the internet for using 15-second inversions and all this kind of stuff. But if a 15-second inversion is a valid trade and it doesn't play out, it plays out to break even, right? Which is 1,000 times fucking better than losing, right? So if you look here, 1 to 3 on this trade, we basically edged 1 to 2, which sucks. But 1 to 3 on this trade was 75 points as usual. Going for a 25-point stop, not 27, but 1 to 3 on this trade. Didn't hit. I wanted to see price revisit these AM highs. I thought we were going to come into this gap and then take out all these like low resistance draws right here, but we didn't end up doing that. I ended up getting break even on this trade. And then once I got break even, I was like, you know what? I actually am noticing right now, motion model confluence is that one, price is a lot more bearish on the, 5-minute right here. We can see, and it's pretty obvious. Price did not want to go higher. And we also had an SMT at the AM session high as well, which was another added confluence that I used here. Let me see. Let me just verify my claim. It's now 9 p.m. at night, so let's just verify that I was speaking the truth here. Where is the high of the day at the time? Let's see. So New York market open. Where is it? Here. 9:30 was here. This got swept out by this here, which is no SMT, or technically an SMT. It's a small SMT. It doesn't matter because higher time frame we had an SMT as well. We had a higher time frame SMT on the hourly time frame, and I wanted to see price trade lower. But regardless, right? Let's go over the confluences of this trade. Right, SMT at the highs. We also had a 5-minute gap that we got tapped into right here. Boom. So I'll delete this 15 that we were in. We tapped into the 5-minute gap, right? And you guys probably saw me mark out this HH. When I marked that out for the long position, sorry to get off topic, but when I marked that out for the long position, this was like our internal little high. So once we took this high, I was okay to go break even because we had put in our new low and we put in our high right here. This is the high that we made. And I want to see us break that high to put in a higher high, then put in a higher low, then put in a higher high, higher low, and then flip structure to being a market maker buy model versus a market maker sell model. But regardless, anyway, got a SMT inside this 5-minute gap right here. Boom, SMT. And then we get a 30-second inversion, which happened right here. Bang, happened right there. Got the inversion close. And then I ended up taking this for a 1-to-3, played out in a 1.5 minutes, and it was an absolutely beautiful trade for the day. We can see entered here, and then literally next candle brings us all the way to TP. And this trade ended up running all the way down to London lows. This is a great trade. And a trade that a lot of my students took as well. And it delivered very, very quickly. Now, the reason I ended up flipping to this bias is because I wanted to see True Day Open get taken out, which you can see it did. Right, True Day Open was just kind of low-hanging fruit below us. We were a lot more bearish on the lower time frame, right? Higher time frame, we're also pretty bearish from yesterday, but I wanted to see price reverse and take out all these highs, right? But regardless, we ended up taking out the lows. We were also inside this weekly gap, right? So I wanted to see price reject out of it and go higher. Coming to the day today, but not what ended up happening. We pivoted from our long bias. Luckily, with the risk reward that we trade and the lower time frame inversions that we trade, I was perfectly fine to be able to enter this trade, get break even, and then be able to pivot my idea towards a short bias, towards the True Day Open draw, which was a pretty prominent draw below us, as well as this low resistance liquidity and London lows from the night prior. So pretty good draw, pretty good day, and yeah, we smacked for 1-to-3. We smacked yesterday for 1-to-2, and we've been doing pretty well inside the community as well. If you guys want to trade with me for free, I live trade every single day on my Discord. I would love to get the Discord up to 10,000 people. That's my goal right now. Right now we have like 7.2 thousand people. I'd love to just absolutely run the Discord up. If you want to live trade with me for free, you can click the link that I put in the bio of this video, and you will get a 2-day free trial. I'm going to extend it later to a weekly free trial, so you guys can try it out for a week instead of just 2 days. But yeah, regardless, 2-day free trial. Come and check out the exclusive and, live trade with us. But anyway, as always, I appreciate you guys watching this video. It is literally 9 p.m. It says 10 p.m. in the bottom corner, but that's Eastern. It is 9 p.m. for me. I'm drinking an energy drink. I'm getting my shit done. I appreciate all you guys watching these videos and watching this journey of me literally just documenting my life on the internet. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate this, and leave a comment down below. Peace.